Hey, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing water signs. This is going to be just a July forecast. Let's see what comes out. I will start with Pisces, then Cancer, and then finish off with Scorpio. Okay. All right. Let's dive in. I will do a Celtic cross and then close it off with an oracle and then clarify as needed. Okay. Just giving you a little rundown. I hope you all are doing well. I've been spending some time at the lake to recharge my energy. I am also a water sign. I am a Pisces. And, it's the best for me. I need to. I just cleanse my energy and then I am good to go. So I hope you all are enjoying the outside at some point, right? I know it's tricky to find that time, but anything we can do to recharge our energies, right? All right, my beautiful Pisces, what do we need to dive into for July? All right. So, right now in your main energy, these are really reflective cards, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see them in their full glory, but I love this deck. You have the Six of Pentacles. So, you are looking for equal give and take, right? In all of your partnerships, whether it be work, family dynamics, partnerships, okay? Because you're the type of person who gives. You're used to being the giver, okay? And so a lot of times because of that, you will attract a lot of takers, okay? Because you don't see that, you don't put your needs first. You put the needs of others first, most of the time, right? But now I think there has been something that just kind of crossed that line and you're like, no, I'm ready to receive in return. I'm ready for that. So that's your main energy come July, is you're looking at the types of relationships and people in your life and you're like, okay, do they reciprocate? It's like a question and you're kind of filing through going, who does, who doesn't, and just kind of taking inventory. And your challenge position is the Temperance. So you're not allowing yourself, for some of you, always take what resonates and leave the rest, right? But you're not allowing yourself this patience, this grace, this time of analysis, introspection, and you're still in the mode of giving, okay? But like your third eye, your intuition is trying to point out to you very strongly the people who do and the people who don't, and probably for a very specific reason, because there may be someone in your life who's just always taking. And like your third eye is trying to be like, no more. It's not good for you. Some of you may be noticing just a dip in your health, right? Like either you're eating too much, not eating enough. You're just not taking care of yourself in the proper way. And that's because you're giving all your energy and source to others. And you're feeling depleted. But around you, what you don't see is the Ten of Pentacles. So the second that you weed out, right, like just kind of, and you don't have to just cut people off. I know Pisces are really good at that. I'm a Pisces, like I said, really good at just cutting out, right? And it's not that. What it is just holding the energy back so that you have some left for you. And once you feel that recharge of the energy for you, the Ten of Pentacles is there. That's an increase in your job. That's starting a new business. That's seeing the fruits of your labor starting to come out because you're not just giving all your energy away. Okay, that is fantastic. So keep that in mind come July when you're like, oh, I'm starting to feel bad. I haven't called this person back. Hold on to your energy. Okay? And it's not being selfish. It's just for probably once in your life putting yourself first. Okay, Two of Swords. Two of Swords in your subconscious. You don't know which way to go. And I feel like for a lot of you, it is. It's regarding a specific person, okay? So far, I have all signs here. I have very heavy earth and air, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, all right, and a little bit of water. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So just throwing that out there to help maybe who you're dealing with. Okay, but you have you're just in this place of mystery right now of if you should give or if you should not, okay? Because you want to be your natural Queen of Cups energy, right? Where it is nurturing, loving, caring, compassionate. But one too many times that just gets taken for granted, and you're done being that person, which is who you are at your core, so then you're not being authentic, right? To yourself. And so this Two of Swords is, do I hold back my energy or do I continue to give? All right, so that's just in your subconscious. Because in the past, you have the Page of Swords. You were receiving a lot of news, a lot of downloads, a lot of information regarding a specific person or job. Take it for how it resonates for you, okay? And in this information, you were starting to see that all the energy you were giving was kind of going to waste. You were not getting that Six of Pentacles, that equal give and take in return. You weren't. You were left depleted at the end of the day. And so in the past, you were just gathering a lot of information of like, what am I doing, right? I think a lot of you said that to yourself, like, why am I even doing this? For what? Like, what is the result here? And is it benefiting me? And again, see, everything that comes in the near future, 9 and 10 of Pentacles, nothing but abundance, nothing but money coming into you, security, safety, okay? Like, and it all is once you put that energy towards yourself. This reading is beyond clear cut, because you've been giving it out, and rightfully so, right? But when you don't get it in return, you're emotionally depleted. And that's what happens mostly a lot with water signs too, is because there's so much emotion. So when you give it all out, then there's like nothing left for you. And that just kind of puts you in a stagnant, standstill situation. All right. Yeah. In your attitude, you have the moon. There's just so much mystery around. Like, even no matter how much data you collect, no matter how much information you're receiving, what you're looking up, what you're trying to research about a person or a job, or your conclusion is always, I just don't know. I don't get it. Nothing clicks like a puzzle. Like, nothing is going in like a specific piece where you could go, oh, okay, this makes sense, so I'm going to go in this direction. And that's why you're so stuck with the blindfolds on of which direction to go, because of the amount of mystery that is just surrounding you. There isn't clear-cut communication. There isn't like black or white. It's just so much gray area that is making you feel really stuck. In your environment, people view you as the Empress, okay? People view you as somebody who is powerful, somebody who knows their power, knows their worth, knows their value. They see you as someone who would make or is a wonderful mother, okay? They see these high qualities about you, which is why you keep giving your energy out. But the problem is you don't even know that people in your environment view you this way, because no one's telling you, and no one's showing you, and no one's giving you this information. So that's great that people view you that way, but if you don't feel it, see it, how are you supposed to know? And that's why you're just surrounded by the moon, by mystery. Always wondering, like, what do they really think about me? Like, at a job, like, would they really consider me for this promotion? If it's a relationship, would they really want to commit to me? Do they really have these feelings? Like, you're just too much mystery, way too much. In your hopes and fears, it may be regarding like a soulmate energy, okay? Somebody from your past, or somebody from childhood, or someone you just have a very sweet, nostalgic energy towards. You have a hope that this connection will come to life. You have a hope that they'll see you as the Empress, and not just like hope it, but like feel it and be told that, right? You have a hope that this person will have a equal give and take with you. I don't know if you can see, but like this little boy is just kind of doting upon that little girl with flowers and the full cup of love. And so this is what you're hoping for, but you also have a fear that that's not the case. And right, a Pisces can definitely get stuck into that dreamer mentality of, you know, rose-colored glasses, over fantasizing a situation where it might not actually be the case. And I think that's what you're worried about and why you're gathering so much information. Okay? I'm going to have to clarify this, because the outcome we have Five of Wands, which is conflict, competition, mind games, illusions, things like that. But what I think the most is that this is an internal struggle. I don't feel that this is in your environment that people are bringing to you. I feel like this is all inside of you, that you're just questioning too much, like what you're really stuck in your head about this situation, and you're almost creating the conflict without the person bringing you the actual conflict and drama. Okay, because you just have such a strong hope for this to come together, but the fear is equally strong. So with that fear, it's like you're just creating things in your own head that might not actually be reality, because the reality is somebody views you as the Empress. You just don't know it, and you don't feel it. And that's not on you. That's on another person to make their feelings known, or make you feel confident in that way. Like, always be confident within your own self. That's not it. It's just in order to have a understanding of how two people feel, it's that you need to be told it or shown it sometimes, right? All right, I'm going to clarify that Five of Wands. Please clarify the Five of Wands. What is this conflict and drama for my beautiful Pisces? Okay, there we go. Ace of Cups. Love. You're questioning, is this love? Is this not? Is this soulmate energy? Is it not? Is this reciprocated? Is it not? You're just at this Two of Minds, which makes perfect sense for a Pisces, right? Going in opposite directions. It is, right? It is, if you allow a little bit of patience within yourself, okay? Because you do need to get all the proper information. And you need to step up. You don't need to do anything. This is just what the energies are showing, okay? It's suggesting that you just step outside of your mind, okay? Shut it off like a light switch, which is not easy to do. And allow yourself to feel what you truly feel. Is this cup of love, this full, like, overflowing cup of love, real for you? Don't worry about what is being reciprocated to you right now. Worry about how you genuinely feel, and go off of that, and then let things unfold naturally. Because if a person views you this way, they're not going to let you go that easily, right? It will be shown to you at some point. And if it isn't, and it's just not, up to how you want to feel, then that's up to you. That's up to you to know what you will and will not put up with, right? All right, I'm going to grab a quick oracle. Just want to close this off with any message we need to know. Sacred space. I find peace, security, and contentment when surrounded by nature's beauty. So during this time of patience, allow yourself the time and the space to be patient with yourself. You might not have all of the answers that you're looking for yesterday, right? Or in this very moment. But when you silence the mind and just allow your feelings to come up, not from the mind, but from the heart, it will guide you, okay? Your intuition will guide you, because there's information that wants to come to you, and there's peace that you're craving. You're just craving just a moment of silence. And this is beyond beautiful. So whatever your remedy is to get to that place, whether it's meditation, walks, being by water, being in nature, like whatever it is highly, highly being suggested that you go towards that to find your calm and all the answers that are just trying to come out. And this whole thing, this whole entire reading for the first half of July is basically getting out of your head and out of this Two of Swords and almost making a decision like once and for all. Okay, because it's with all this conflict, this internal struggle, it's only harming you. Not harming, but it's only affecting your moods, right? Your health. And you don't need to be in that space much longer. So give yourself a little bit of patience, do your meditation, and find your groove of what works for you, and let the information to come in through your intuition. You're Pisces. Let that flow in and trust it. It's a gift, and Pisces are usually ones who will trust that the most. You know, they're really connected most of the time to spirituality and just kind of trusting the process. So tap into that side of you if you want, and get out of that internal struggle and just let your intuition guide the way. All right. Moving along to Cancer. What do we have in the beginning of July for Cancer? All right. If you just went straight to the timestamp, I'm doing a Celtic cross and then followed up by a couple oracle messages. I'm going to lay out the whole spread just so I could get the entire picture here. Two more. Okay. All right, beautiful Cancer, what do we need to know? There we go. All right, so you may be dealing right now with an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus person, or somebody who is very focused on the material world, right? Job, home, security, just kind of standing in their power when it comes to finances. Okay, this could be a boss you're dealing with or a partner. And your challenge is finding celebration when it comes to this situation. You're having a hard time. If this is regarding a job, like feeling like, oh, I'm super happy working for this person. Or if it's a relationship, like, oh, I'm super excited to go out and celebrate. There's an issue right now that is coming between this connection. And because of that, you're experiencing anxiety. You're kind of feeling trapped in your mind. All of this is in your mind, okay? These are in your thoughts. These are in your fears. Because I'm just viewing this King of Pentacles in this deck very different than I normally do. And I'm just getting an arrogance about this person, whether it's, like I said, a boss or a partner. It's just not flowing for you. Like, you feel that you're not a priority whatsoever. That this person's job or their status or that is just way more important than yours. Okay, and that's just making you not want to just go out and celebrate because you're just not feeling celebrated in this connection. Okay. Yeah. In your subconscious, you got the Ten of Swords. You want to be done with this feeling. Okay? You really do. You want the swords out of your back. You just want a completion. 10 is completion. And you're not there yet. You're working towards it, but this is what you want to see happen. You want to see an end to this feeling that you have, because it's just holding you down, right? Whether this was just you feel stabbed in the back, whatever it is, you just don't want to feel that anymore. And so in your subconscious, you may be doing things to not experience that kind of pain, right? I mean, the swords in your back is painful. And it's like you just don't want to experience pain. In the past, you could have been dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. Somebody somebody who has love to give, okay? They have it. They're not overly pouring their cup out, but they have it to give. And this connection you just may be comparing to, okay? Two people. Because the person of the past may have just been like had more emotions, and this person just has more of a focus on, again, like the material world. And I think you're trying to decipher like what is more important to you to feel, right? The love or the safety and security. And I feel like for some of you don't have the whole package. It's either like one feeling or the other. And you're trying to get out of that pain and stuck in your head of, well, which one is better, right? For you. Okay. In the near future, you have the Page of Swords. So there will be a message regarding this, okay? Or you are just gathering a lot of information. You might be comparing, or this could be all be an internal introspection of what it is that you want to receive, right? And what is most important to you, safety, security, or emotions. And you're trying to like just gather as much information as you can in this first half of July of like what's gonna fill that space within you, because this is a lot of pain. And in your challenge position is celebration. So you're ready to celebrate, have fun, and do all that, but it's kind of hard when you feel the weight of all those swords in your back. So I think a lot of you are trying to figure out what it is that will help you get into more of a celebratory state of mind, okay? Or again, between two people. Okay, in your attitude, you're the Queen of Pentacles, and here there is a perfect match. You have a King and a Queen of Pentacles, two people who are very focused on the material world, focused on that safety, security, building, a foundation. And that is what you are representing right now within yourself. And for the people around you, okay? That is how you are being viewed. In your environment, you have the Page of Wands. So you may be receiving, again, you got the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands. Lots of could be immature energy coming towards you. I don't know what that was. Sorry about that. Okay. I think that was my Alexa. I don't know. I don't want to say the name too loud and she start talking to me again. But could be just immature energies. Just tit for tat, right? Just nitpicky kind of energy that you're just really not even wanting to deal with, but it's in your environment. Whoever that's from, coworkers, family members, it's just annoyances. Let's just put it that way. In your hopes and fears, you have the Six of Wands. So you have a hope for victory and you have a fear for victory. Simple. You have a hope that one of these is going to help get that sword out of your back, get you unstuck. Because I think a lot of you have just been in that stagnation for too long. And it's you're just craving to get out of that, just craving. And you want victory, but you're scared because what if the victory actually leads to a different situation? And you're well, then now I have to make a whole different type of decision. So that's where the fear is coming in from. In your outcome, you have the Ten of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So once you lay your burdens down, all right, once you just get to a place of burnout, which I feel like a lot of you are headed towards, where you're just at this point burned out from just being trapped in your mind too much. It's just, and there's only so long that you can stay there before you burn yourself out. And once you get to that point of just going, these burdens are too heavy, I'm going to set them right down. Then you get the Knight of Pentacles. Then you get an offer. Okay? You get an offer from someone or from a job. And this offer is what is going to just make you understand the decision that you're making, and it will all just come together. Okay? But it's going to take you laying down your burdens. It's going to take you walking away and going, I don't have the answers right now. I don't. And that's okay. I just don't have the answers. And once you give yourself that grace and go, I'm not holding on to this anymore, that's when that offer comes in, and then it's like a light bulb moment of, oh, okay. It just kind of happened on its own. This was the right answer all along, okay? And this is one of those where you're not going to solve it. This is one of those that's going to unfold naturally in its own time. I'm going to clarify, the Ten of Wands and Knight of Pentacles. The world, again, not in your hands. This is one of those, what's meant to be is going to be. And it's out of your control. The only thing that is in your control at this moment is when you're ready to lay down your burdens and ready to just walk away going, there's nothing I can do in this very moment, so I'm not going to stress about it, I'm not going to worry about it, and I'm not going to let it consume me. And once that you like really believe that, really believe that and embody that, that's when it all unfolds naturally. Okay, so the sooner you can get yourself to that space, the better the result, all right? From what I'm seeing in this energy. All right, I'm going to grab a quick oracle to close this out. What final message? I think one just flipped. Yep. Balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. So you're going to get to that point where you understand that certain things are just out of your control. And you have to give it to God, give it to the universe, give it away, right? Whoever you pray to, whoever you go to in times of struggle or in need or in gratitude, right? You give that away. And you say, I can't hold on to this burden anymore, and give it away. That is the time when everything is just going to unfold the way it's supposed to for you. Okay? All right, well, I hope this message helped you in some way. All right, I'm going to move on now to Scorpio. What do we need to know for beautiful Scorpio for the beginning half of July? I'm going to be doing a Celtic cross and then close it off with an oracle. Okay, what do we need to know for my beautiful Scorpios? This is a new deck, so it doesn't shuffle as smooth yet, but it will. It will. Yeah, see, I just cracked that one in half. I think that one just really wanted to come out. All right, I'm going to lay out the spread first and then talk about it. Okay, what do we need to know for my beautiful sign of Scorpio? Okay, 3 more, please. Three? Oh, 1 more. Almost there. Okay, wow. All right. All right, beautiful Scorpio. So right now you're going through a tower moment. This is a breakdown of a foundation. This is an old way of doing things. This is a partnership. This is something in your life that is going through a moment where it is just crumbling down. Nothing you could do about it. It was time. The moment has happened. And the tower had to happen, this tower moment, okay? The old foundation wasn't working. It wasn't sturdy. It needed to get down to the ground level to rebuild back up. And your challenge position is the Ace of Cups. So the reason the tower could have come down is there just wasn't enough love on both sides being poured into this connection. Or it was one-sided okay, where one was putting in a lot of love and the other one wasn't, and it was like that tower moment came in and it was like, no, that's not how relationships and partnerships work. Done. Like tower coming down. Okay, so for the challenge being the Ace of Cups and the consequence of that being the Devil, it's because there was a lot of toxicity in this connection. There's a lot of codependency on either side. Could have been addictions, could have been chains, soul contracts, karmic lessons. There was just too much of the toxicity and not enough of the love. And so the tower came down and it was like, this isn't healthy for you, this isn't healthy for me. Like that foundation is done. In the subconscious, you have the Queen of Cups. Okay? So this is who you want to be. You want to be in your element of being a nurturer, being emotional, being kind, being caring, being giving. But you can't right now, because when you do, it's taken for granted. When you are in this energy, that's when all the toxicity comes into play, because what you're giving out, you're not receiving back. You're receiving just complete opposite energy of what you're bringing. All right? In the past, you have the Three of Wands. In the past, I think that you gave this situation so many chances, so many tries to just wait for it to come together. The technical term of this is waiting for your ships to come in. But in this card, it's just like patiently waiting. Like, okay, for some of you, right? If I do this, maybe it'll come along faster. If I give more, if I'm patient, if I accept this type of behavior, if I overlook this red flag, if I keep my rose-colored glasses on, maybe it'll come together. Maybe it'll change overnight. And you got to a point where you're like, that last straw hit, and it didn't happen. Okay? And in the near future, there's the Chariot. This is fast movement, all right? And I think this is fast movement for your healing, to be honest. Not to say that this tower is not going to be rebuilt, but is not going to be rebuilt with your current energy and the other person's current energy. It's not. The balance is too off. It's too extreme. Too loving and too toxic. Okay? And in your attitude, you feel a super strong divine soul connection to this person. But you have a choice. Do I put up with toxicity and not receive love in return because I feel this strong connection? Or do I find situations where you could be in your natural state, where you belong, which is this Queen of Cups energy? But it is very hard to be in that Queen of Cups energy if you have to have a guard up and a wall and a barrier. So then you're not being able to be your authentic self, because you have to have your guard up ready for battle to fight off any toxicity. Okay? In the environment, you have the Four of Cups. So in the environment, there's a person around you who is just kind of stuck in their own sorrows. Okay? They could have a lot of regrets. They could just have a lot of emotions that are coming up to the surface, a lot of karma that is now hitting them that needs to be resolved and worked through, and they're just feeling disappointed, just like very, very stuck in a disappointed, kind of depressed state right now. Okay? In your hopes and fears, you have the Ten of Wands. You have a hope to let this go, and you have a fear to let this go. You have a hope that you can let this go and receive love. And you have a fear that if you let this go, you're giving up on the strong soul connection. You have a fear that it'll never change. You have a fear that you'll never see like the vision that you had come together. Okay? But you have such an equal hope of not feeling this anymore. You do. The outcome is the Ten of Swords. Okay, so 2 tens, which is 2 completions. you're going to hit the point where the betrayal was too much. You're going to hit a point where those swords in your back are just too heavy and they hurt too much. They just hurt. And you're going to let down your, you're going to let down the burdens. Because you can't, and always take what resonates, right? If this is your reading, great. I mean, this is going to be a very specific one. You'll know right away with the Ace of Cups and the Devil energy. You'll know. But this is just one of those situations where you have to choose your well-being. And it's not that you're being selfish, okay, at all. It's that you have to take care of yourself. There's only, oh my gosh. There is, talk about a tower moment. I almost broke my crystal. I think that's very, like, shattering. I feel, oh my gosh, I just had such a vision of shattering, and I feel like for a lot of you, there was just this moment of, like, gut pain. Okay? And it just made you feel shattered inside. All right, I'm going to clarify the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. One more. Nine of Wands. You're so sick of being in a defensive energy. Or you're sick of dealing with somebody who always has their walls up. And it's like you're craving this Ace of Cups, this new beginning, this love, this all that. You're just not, you're not getting it. Okay. All right. So by clarifying, we have the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Cups. So what be prepared, right? Especially when you're dealing with this type of energy. Be prepared that when you lay your burdens down and you walk away, or you accept this tower moment for what it is and you choose yourself, be prepared, excuse me, for messages to come in, for somebody who claims to be, the knight in shining armor, somebody who love bombs. You'll know your routines and your patterns if this is something you've dealt with. So be prepared for that to come in, because the defenses will come down if there's a fear of losing you. And then it is just this like desperate attempt. But, okay, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, right? These are words. They're not really actions. They're words. Does it give you this feeling? Does it, when you hear these things, does it make you feel emotions, feel love? Do you feel you can believe it this time around? These are the questions you have to ask yourself in this moment when it comes in. Okay? Don't get swept up. I'm just giving you advice based off these energies. Free will, you always do what you want, please. But I'm just speaking passionately about this because that's the way that the cards are coming out. But protect yourself. Okay? Unfortunately, you do have to keep a little bit of a guard up, because you don't know if these words are just going to end up stabbing you in the back eventually, right? Because you're at the point where you just need to see action. Like, the words are great, but if they don't add up, they just don't add up. And it only hurts you, because you're at a pivotal point, some of you, where you are ready to give and receive love in a very equal way, in a very healthy way. And I feel like a lot of you have done a lot of healing on yourself, or you want to heal. And regardless of a very strong connection, you have to think of yourself too. Okay? And if it means abandoning ship and letting this tower crumble, then maybe it's the karma that the other person needs to go through, lessons they need to learn. So you could be doing them a favor. I know you're scared to let go and walk away, but it could be doing this person a favor where they have to look inside and see what the heck needs to be fixed and healed within themselves, because the pattern that they go through in life isn't healthy for anybody, for anyone. All right? And to come at you and to love bomb and then have no validity to it, it's like, I feel like a lot of you guys have just hit, like, you could see it coming almost a mile away, and you're like, nah, I already know the outcome. You want to believe it's different every single time. Every single time you want to believe it's different, but it never is. It never holds power. It never holds truth. All right, I'm going to close this off with an oracle. Okay, I wish you guys a lot of luck during this first half of July. if this is your message, of just being strong and choosing your peace and your well-being, and let this, let this person kind of work through their stuff, so they're not always bringing you toxicity. You don't need that anymore. Okay, it's not serving you any purpose. Okay, one message please for my beautiful Scorpio. Whoa. And we have Moon Goddess. I am in harmonious flow with the moon's energy in all phases of life. So, beautiful card. Excuse me. So, maybe the next full moon, and I usually have the schedule and I don't have it on me, or know it, I'm drawing a blank. But look up if you want the next full moon, and set your intentions during that time of what you want to see change in your life and what you want to receive, and really create like a manifestation about that, and believe it, and set your intentions, and allow the flow to come back to you. Okay, if you spew out love, eventually that is what's going to return to you, whether this person can get their stuff together or it's somebody who actually is full of love. Okay, the law of attraction will hear you. All right, and if a lot of you like to go off the moon cycles, now would be a time to really pay attention to that, to see change into your life, or at least as a stepping stone to get you to have a new perspective. I think would really benefit you at this time during this process. Okay, well, I hope this message helped you in some way. All right, I hope you take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.